You go. Getting the big brush and shoulder, you know.
So what does that do again, Chris? It's so it's fixotropic, how it works.
It's a fixotropic cream.
Right. Okay.
And then it just seals the mortar bed, fills all the pores up and that.
Right. Okay.
And then obviously stops the water with the building traction
right.
on the wall.
So what are you going to do after you've done this?
Tanking.
Okay.
And the cement fillet at the bottom.
What's tanking?
It's a cement-based slurry, which obviously seals the wall from any ingress and seals it.
Right, okay.
Seals it, and obviously we do the fillet across the bottom.
Okay. And then you tank it, and then what happens after that? Do you
re-plastered? This wall I'm doing now, we're going to use a specialist plaster, a Limelite renovating plaster.
Okay.
And this wall we're going to use a 22mm insulation board.
Right. Okay. That's great. Thank you. So how long is this left to dry before you start with the next treatment?
Well, we'll do the next treatment straight away, the tanking.
Okay.
Which, once that's set, we can then put, which will be set for tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow dinner time. We'll put the Limelight on there, the plasterboards on here, and then we'll come back and skim it because that needs 24 hours to dry.
Right. So you're talking about 3 days to do all this then?
Yes.
Right.
Well, part visits, it's over 3 days. It's 3 days work, but we only part visits.
Right. Okay. That's great. Thank you. People that say there's no such thing as rising damp, and that's a big, massive debate that they all have. Some think there is such a thing as rising damp, and some people say there isn't. Like, you know,
Keep me awake.
yeah. There's the stuff that goes on the inside. This is the tanking solution that goes on. So they mix it in those buckets there, obviously, and that gets applied to the wall. Not much more I can say about that. So this is the second stage. This is the
tanking slurry.
Okie dokie. Okay, we're nearly coming to the sort of final stages. We're just looking at the insulated plasterboard. This is what is going to go on the wall over there. So once that is dried, we're going to use plaster, put some dabs on the wall, and then the insulated plasterboard is going to be fitted to the wall, and then that's going to be skimmed as well. So you can see it's going to be completely sealed, and also really, isn't it? So this is the what is this plaster that you're putting on?
Limelight renovating plaster.
Right, and what's the advantage of that?
It's a specialist plaster to combat with the salt and the rising damp.
Alright, okay. Right, it's just one coat of this, and then
well, this will need 2 coats to bring the thickness out.
Right, okay.
And then it's a skim finish on top.
Right. Brilliant. That's it then. So they're just finishing off now, doing the final coat. Well, there's one more coat of plaster to go on top of there. Got the sockets there, they've been covered up and everything else, but obviously they will be, once the boarding goes on, you really use longer screws to refix those back in place. And as you can see, the brickwork is completely sealed. It looks impervious to damp as it is. And once the insulation board goes on that wall, that will ensure that you don't get any condensation on that wall. With it being an outer wall, if you look outside, you can see there that you've got the party wall which is coming through. So that's going to transfer some of the cold air or the cold from the outside to the inside, but the insulation board will stop that. That's it. Okay, this is the 3rd of August 2012. As you can see, they have finished the tanking and the plastering. Skirting boards have been fitted back, and also the dado's gone back. I'll just walk in a little bit closer so you can see all the sockets have been put back in place. Really chuffed with that. Just got to give it a week now for all of that to dry out. The corner there, which was curved, has now been changed, so it's a square corner, but it looks nice. There's no difference. You can see there they've got the different, where is it, the different plaster line there, so we've got to wait for that to dry. But once that's dried, that'll be it. They've even put the aerial connections back in, and they've fixed the phone line as well. I just got to get some cable tacks and tack that back in place, and that's about it. So it's all done and completed. Took them 3 days to do the tanking, and I wish I'd have got it done in the first place, but there you go. Right, so that's the end of that.